Third, it's time to restore transparency and integrity to our government decision-making process. In Iowa, we prided ourselves on limited but quality government services. When government said it would do something, we did it, and for the right reasons. Our problems were serious but manageable, and as a people of good faith, we rolled up our sleeves and solved them. But we've gotten off track. We've overpromised and underdelivered, turning solutions into problems. Iowans deserve better. And we will get back on track with a slimmer, better managed and sustainable government that you can count on it when you need it. And it will start by opening up to the people, our budgets, briefings, and the like. Sunshine remains the best cure for what ails our government. The fourth principle of our new covenant in Iowa must be a renewed commitment to provide the best education in the world. Providing Iowa's children with a globally competitive education is key to their future and the future of our state. Employers say they need a better prepared, better trained workforce. This means higher expectations for our schools. Sadly, where Iowa's educational system was once the envy of the world, today it's middle of the pack. Our young people must be able to think critically, solve problems, and communicate effectively. They need a strong background in math, science, English, and social studies. The bar is continually being raised in this knowledge-based economy. It's time to put in place reforms that are the hallmark of high-performing school systems, starting with assuring that there is a first-rate teacher in every classroom. This is a time to put in place reforms that are hallmarks of high-performing school systems. And as I said, we start with having the first, absolutely a top-rate teacher in every classroom. But the new year is also an opportunity for Iowans to have a conversation about how to accomplish this. How can we attract top students into the teaching profession? What do good, experienced teachers need to become effective instructors? And how do we get rid of teachers whose students consistently do not learn enough, even after those teachers have received coaching to improve? I plan to convene a summit with some of the top education leaders of our nation and state to benchmark Iowa's status and lay out a plan for legislative consideration that will give our kids the best education in the world. It's not just our schools that must do more. Teaching children the value of good education is the job of parents. Instilling the importance of lifelong learning, not just by words but by example, will help families and Iowa prosper. It's time for all of us to get involved. Finally, we must celebrate success. Our tax system, whether it be property or income taxes, punishes those who create jobs that we need. That will change. Both will be reduced and simplified. job creators will be rewarded. They are welcome here, and it's about time our tax system reflects that fact. As with our tax system, so must our attitudes toward success change. While our modesty in the face of success is sometimes charming, it can too often limit our reach. Alex Haley once said that we should find the good and praise it. In our state and in our communities, we should find success and praise it. We should reward responsible risk-taking, for it is through the creation of a spirit of entrepreneurship that all parts of our state, rural and urban, will grow. It is the ticket for bringing our sons and daughters home and giving all who live here a chance to share in our bounty. That, then, is what I learned on my travels around our state. Iowans have worked harder, sacrificed more, tightened their belts further, and endured the greatest recession since the Great Depression. And now it's time for government to do the same. It's time for a new covenant between Iowans and their government. It is a covenant that is founded upon the principles of limited government, service above self, transparency and integrity, world-class schools, and celebrating the success of Iowans. These are the principles that will guide my days as your governor. The collective of wisdom of Iowans will inspire me every day to give Iowans a government as good as the people that it serves. And I ask all of you, Republican and Democrat, liberal and conservative, young and old, to join me in that effort. No one of us has all the answers, but together we cannot fail. One long day on the campaign trail, I was visiting with some folks in a small town cafe, and one of the farmers, who appeared to be in his 80s, asked me what I wanted to accomplish by running for governor again. Well, I rattled off our goals, and then I stopped and looked at him and asked what he felt he'd accomplished in his days. He looked at me with a twinkle in his eye, took a long sip of coffee, and shifted his feet. Well, he said, I left my farm better than I found it. When our days are done, when our time has come, we will be asked, how do we wish to measure our days? I, for one, remember that farmer in that cafe. I hope to leave the state better than I found it. If all of us would approach our days with that same sense of stewardship, we will have fulfilled our mission. With your help and Godspeed, that will be the case. And the remarkable history of an exceptional state will march on unabated. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless the great state of Iowa.